is a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Freed. We have a whole panel with us this morning. Mr. Harry Glantz to my right. How you doing, Harry?
Good morning. What's happening, Harv?
Oh, it's fantastic outside. Great weekend. Alex Nafusi across the way here.
Hey, buddy. Good
Alex.
morning, man. How are you?
And fantastic. We brought Stephanie Janigan from Keller Williams in Nova. Hey, Steph. How are you? Great. We got that mic.
You want to talk on the microphone or just sit over there and hang out?
Something's missing here.
Right, there you go.
And of course, this is our first show we're bringing to you on live on Facebook. You call it Facebook streaming, and if you're
They call it Facebook Live, right?
Facebook Live is what they call it.
Does
That's
that mean all your old high school girlfriends are now going to check you out?
I don't have any, but yeah,
Oh,
if
that's
they're out
good.
there, you can definitely
Well, that's
call
not
them.
what you tell everybody
You
in the
know he's
office.
checking himself out.
That's right.
Well, we give you 1 hour's worth regardless of hardcore
I
mortgage
saw you
talk.
on your phone watching yourself 2 seconds ago.
No, I wasn't not
I
watching
made that
myself,
up,
but thank you.
That's all right.
We're definitely getting you answering all your questions about mortgages and real estate. There's so much exciting information out there to learn about if you're purchasing a home, if you're refinancing a house. So be sure to give us a call. We're going to take your calls here live on the show at 248-539-9797. We are brought to you by the great folks, us at Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800, the best mortgage bank, 1-800 low rate, the best mortgage banker. And again, 1-800-569-7283. That's an important number. Stephanie, as you know, as a real estate agent, what's important this time of year is a real approval letter, because we're going to get into all the strategies out there, what's going on in the marketplace, and what also makes your offer stand out in front of someone else's.
Oh, you're absolutely right. The approval letter is, gosh, so important right now, because we're seeing some junk letters come through that are messing up some deals in the long run. And you really want to make sure you've got a solid pre-approval letter so that really things just flow.
So, Stephanie, the market is so hot right now. We're having, as Alex likes to say, multiple offers, moving vans in driveways, people moving out, right, Alex? Backed up by cash offers.
Of course, a
But-
bag of money.
That's right.
If the deal doesn't close in 10 minutes, we have a bag of money we're going to sell to somebody else.
So we know the market's really hot.
It is hot.
So that pre-approval letter has to be backed up by, it's not just a piece of paper that somebody says, yes, okay, somebody's approved. It has to be backed up by financials, credit reports. We run it through our automated underwriting engine, and it's a bona fide mortgage approval. So when you go ahead and you make that offer on a house that you know is going to have multiple offers, and it comes from a reputable lender, it's got a better chance of getting accepted.
More importantly, right now, we're actually looking at the approval letter as part of the offer. It's not just the offer amount that you're putting down. A lot of it has to do with the lender. And personally, I'm looking at those. When I have multiple offers coming in, I am definitely looking at who that lender is and how solid of a pre-approval that is.
So how many times do you pick up the phone and actually call the lender and say, hey, listen, I have the Smith transaction in front of me. I've got your approval letter. What can you tell me? Now, as a lender, we can't get into financial details. All we can say is, listen, we've checked out their financials. We ran the credit. We ran it through our automated underwriting engine. And this is a bona fide approval. You're not going to have a problem with the borrower.
You can get a feeling from the lender. Yes, I do call the lender on almost every single deal just to see really how solid they are. And you can feel them out. You know, if they're like, oh my gosh, this guy's solid. He's got money down. He's good. Good credit. He's good. Solid.
Right.
Versus like, we got him approved.
Right. So even though we in this room talk about these things 10 times a day, every single day of the week, this is not common knowledge out there in consumer land. These are things that have to be told every single day to people. They have to get, as Alex likes to say, get your ducks in a row, get your paperwork in order. And this is serious. This is serious stuff.
I still have people right now who are trying to shop around thinking, oh, well, I'm going to look for the house first. And when I find it, then I'm solid, I'm good, then I'll contact a lender. It doesn't matter if you're solid or good. You don't have time to contact a lender at that point.
I think one of the things that's important too is if it's not a good borrower, not to say we can't get the loan done, but if it's going to be a tough deal, just be honest up front. Like, I mean, I'll tell people flat out, listen, we'll get this loan closed. I'm not going to waste my time on something that's not going to close. It's not happening in 3 weeks.
I would appreciate that over being told fluff. Like, no, we're good, and we're really not.
No, I mean, I'm flat honest. Their credit is not good. I mean,
Right.
It's a 621 credit score. That the guy doesn't have paychecks. They're literally within $50 having enough funds to close. I mean, they don't do email. Everything's by USPS. It's going to take 45 to 60 days.
Well, that's why we call this the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, because we give the hardcore answers. I mean, if somebody is shaky or it's a borderline, Alex, Harvey, myself, everybody in our office are going to say, hey, listen, this is going to need a lot of work. It's going to take time. not all transactions are alike. No two people are alike, so therefore two transactions are alike.
Well, and your client needs to know that too, so that, as they're going through the process, they're expecting these things. They understand that they're going to, come across some hurdles and that it's not going to be the easiest process.
Right. And it could be even in regards to understanding the funds that are required in a transaction. We take all your calls here live in the studio, 248-539-9797. I wrote it down last night because it's really the thing that most of the families, when they sit down, or the individuals coming to the office, is they really need to know everything from A to Z. How much money is going to be involved in a transaction? It's just not the down payment. And of course, many loans don't even require a down payment, but it is the closing costs. It's the tax prorations and the escrows, the homeowner's insurance, all the components that make a transaction close. And do they have the funds and an understanding of that? Because as we've run into, if the appraisal does come in a little short, you might need some money to negotiate that transaction. One of the strategies we'll talk about today.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
All right.
It's funny when like clockwork. I'm still thinking about the agent that I said, "Listen, it's not going to be an easy deal." I still get the phone call every single day for a status.
That's unreal.
If I just mailed them yesterday, the documents that we needed, how physically am I going to have a new status for you today?
Well,
in 24 hours.
I got to tell you, the word
At
on the
9
street is
a.m.
At 9 a.m. You called me at 5 o'clock on Tuesday evening, and at 9 o'clock on Wednesday morning.
Well,
what
right.
possibly happened?
We're to blame because the rumor on the street is that Capital Mortgage is closing deals faster than anybody. The clients are saving money, and that's the key. So when the rumor's out there that you're getting loans done in 3 or 4
so
weeks.
we're going to get a lot of calls. We talk about that. They're higher maintenance transaction. That's fine. I want the phone calls. I want somebody calling me at night and saying, hey, what's going on with the transaction? I'd rather have them call me than somebody else. But here's what's going on right now. In the last 10 years, existing home sales are the highest they've been since 2007. You probably saw that. But where it's run the highest increase is in the Northeast and the Midwest. Okay, in the Midwest. So what we're seeing around here is, it's just a microcosm of what's going on in the country. Also, we're going to be talking about home values. And after the 9:15 break, we've got Mike Tomchak, our appraiser, calling in to talk about, because we talk about it every week. Just because somebody makes an offer at using number 250, it doesn't mean the appraisal is going to come in at 250. It might come in at 235. Stephanie, we'll talk with Mike about that because I know you want to ask him some questions. Values have just not caught up with sales yet this spring, and the market keeps getting hotter. So what do we have to tell our clients? Stephanie, Harvey, Alex, we have to tell them, listen, be prepared. If you really love the house, and you're going to have to come up with another $10,000 out of pocket.
Yes.
It's just the way it works. Mike's going to confirm that. And he's so good at what he does. Can't talk to him about it. We can only have him on a radio show and talk about it because if we have him in another context, we could be violating some CFPB regulation.
You can talk to Mike about an appraiser. Appraisal.
I'd rather talk to him about hoops, man.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying you can get a second opinion on an appraisal.
well.
I just can't contact the specific. So if Harvey Freed and Harry Glenns are appraisers, and Harvey does an appraisal for me,
can't talk about it.
But I can ask Harry for a second opinion.
Yeah, we can send him a copy of that and have him take a professional look at it.
And that's why I respect Mike so much, because he'll tell me flat out, Nafusi, you got a gift. Don't bitch about this appraisal. This is good.
So
run with it.
So with home sales being up the highest in the last 10 years, specifically in our area, there have been some statistics about where do appraisals come in alignment with purchase price. So in our office, we say, listen, if we have to go ahead and rebut or question 3 to 5 a month, which is less than 2% of what we do, okay? Do you know in the country, and after the break, we're going to talk about it with Mike, I'm going to give the statistic in 2015 and 2016 around the country of how many appraisals, what percentage of the appraisals came in below purchase price. The good news in our area is Wayne, Oakland, Macomb, Washtenaw, Livingston County, it's really good. The stat is a lot lower than around the country. So, but for the state of Michigan as a whole, it was one of the highest percentages of appraisals not coming in at the purchase price.
And that was in 2007.
Yeah. And that's just a reflection of where our market's going.
2015-16, right.
I mean, we're up 12% from last
You say 2007?
Wow,
Yeah,
even in the last year, you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying existing home sales are high since 2007, but even in 15 and 16, appraisals didn't come in. So,
all right, that music says we're up against a quick break here. Give us a call, 248-539-9797. We have tons to share with you.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Weingarts, everything from lawn to snow.
Hi, I'm Dan Weingarts. Join us for our 72nd anniversary sale going on now through May 6th. Our family has been helping families like yours choose the right power equipment for your lawn since 1945. With all of the options in riding and walk-behind lawnmowers, let our experts help you choose one that is right for you. Toro Super Recycler lawnmowers offer smart features like cast aluminum decks and personal pace drive systems. Toro zero-turn riding mowers are exceptionally easy to use and save time with tremendous maneuverability. You can count on durability, reliability, and productivity with Toro. And our expert service technicians and world-class parts inventory will keep your equipment running like new. We've always known that service goes beyond the sale. Visit us to check out Toro Mowers in Utica, Farmington Hills, Cedar Springs, Clarkston, and Ann Arbor. Or see all of our anniversary sale specials at Weingarts.com. From our family to yours, thank you for letting us serve you.
Weingarts, everything from lawn to snow.
Poor Bob. He's watching Beaches for the 11th time. Bob hates Beaches. He'd rather be watching sports. But if Bob even thinks about turning the channel, his wife will give him the silent treatment. And Bob hates that even more. If Bob had Fubo TV, he could stream sports on a smartphone or tablet while pretend cuddling. He could watch live baseball, basketball, and hockey games, plus a ton of other channels featuring national and international sports. While Bob's wife sniffles, cuddles tighter, and whispers, "Hold me, Bob," Bob can't help but think about all the sports he's missing. If he only had Fubo TV, he could cuddle and pretend to watch romantic comedy while actually watching sports. Hurry up and get Fubo TV, Bob, because Richard Gere Week will be here soon. Fubo TV. Stream national and international sports on your TV, smartphone, or tablet in stunning HD. Try it for free at FuboTV.com. Live baseball, basketball, and hockey games, plus a ton of other channels featuring national and international sports. That's FuboTV.com, FuboTV.com. Visit FuboTV.com and try it for free today.
Hi, Dan Petrie, here with my wife, Chris, to tell you about Northville Lumber's new Novi Home Design Center.
Our house needed some updating, especially new windows and doors. But when it comes to home improvements, Dan can be a little...
Yeah, I admit it. I'm cheap.
Well, the door and window team at Northville Lumber listened and came back with a proposal that worked for both of us.
Northville Lumber was great, and so are the results.
So, if you need new windows or doors, James Hardy Siding, or a referral to a great contractor, we recommend Northville Lumber's Novi Home Design Center at 9 Mile and Novi Road, or visit NoviHomeDesignCenter.com. You'll be as happy as we are.
Good morning, honey.
Oh, no. It's a super morning.
Jerry is excited for April 22nd Super Saturday at Advance Auto Parts. For one day only, Speed Perks members, like Jerry, get double rewards on purchases.
It's like it's my birthday.
Double rewards, April 22nd, but only for Speed Perks members. Text SUPER to 78260 for $5 off your next $20 purchase and to find your nearest Advance Auto Parts or participating CarQuest store. Message and data rates may apply. Redemption rules apply. In store only. See store for details.
Ram 1500 does more than stand the test of time. It stands up to anything you throw at it or in it. With active level 4 corner air suspension with multiple modes, you can lower it for loading or raise it for off-roading. Long live tenacity and long live the truck that's as versatile as your needs. The Ram Spring Clearance event is the only place to get America's longest lasting pickups.
Right now, well-qualified returning FCA employee lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2017 Ram 1500 Express Crew Cab 4x4 for $199 a month for 24 months with $1722 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. Available feature based on IHS Automotive VIO registration data for all brands of GVW 1 to 3 pickup trucks continuously sold in the U.S. since 1988. Dodge and Ram have the highest overall percentage still on the road. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution at least through Ally Financial. Lessee is responsible for termination fees. Current lease must end by 4/30/18. 20-cent charge for each mile over 20,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 5/1/17.
At U.S. Auto Parts of Sterling Heights, get tires from $13, wheels from $10, engines from $200, and transmissions starting at $100. Bring your tools and save tons of cash at Macomb County's largest self-serve salvage yard. U.S. Auto Parts of Sterling Heights, 18.5 west of Van Dyke. USAutoSterlingHeights.com.
Start the season right with Scott's best 4-step lawn program. On sale now. Call 800-335-GROW.
Even if you miss the game, we'll make you feel like you were there. 97.1, The Ticket.
All right, welcome back to the show. It's 9:17 if you're just joining us. April 22nd. What a gorgeous weekend we have. Call Capital Mortgage Funding. Get that approval letter. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. That's 1-800-569-7283.
Hey, birthday shout out Scott Gray, Indianapolis, in your neck of the woods, Alex. He's
beautiful.
April 22nd is his birthday.
All right.
There's a birthday shout out.
Be sure to call in 248-539-9797. Got Mike Tomczyk on the line here this morning. Mike's our appraiser. He's been on the show. We say he's our appraiser. Really doesn't do as many appraisals for us. I don't know if he can even do them anymore.
Well, we call him our appraisal expert. Mike is not shy about voicing his opinion. He'll tell you whether he thinks we're crazy or not. He's a good guy to bounce stuff off. Michael, good morning. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, I'm loving the Facebook Live. I think there might be a little delay, but I'm loving the Facebook Live. Very cool, man.
That's right. Well, Stephanie makes us look really good. I just want to let you know that. And she's gonna have a lot of questions for you because I pulled up a stat, Mike, and you and I talk about values all the time because people are extremely sensitive about the value of their home, as they should be. But there has to be statistical data, easy for me to say, statistical data to back up when you bring in a home value. So now check this out. From 2012 to 2016, Michigan was one of the states that had the highest discrepancy between appraised value and the sales contract price. So what do you think out of 100 appraisals done, okay, on a monthly basis, just using a round number, what percentage of those appraisals came in under the purchase price in the state of Michigan? I'm not talking about our area. I'm talking about just in the entire state.
So not for me. You're saying for everybody.
No, I'm talking for everybody in the entire state of Michigan. I'm not blaming you. Hey, don't get all crazy. I mean, we're not blaming you for anything.
I love it. I'm going to say probably 50% came in less.
I like him. He's really, really high. The good news is, in Mike's world, only 20% came in less. Okay?
And this was what year?
So between the years of 2012 and 2016.
20% of the appraised values did not come in at purchase price.
That seems really high.
Not that bad. Yeah. Listen, it's cyclical too. You got to understand that we have seasonal pricing as well. So if you're using comps from the summer to appraise something that's selling in the fall or winter, you're going to have a better chance of coming in at the sales price. If you're using sales from the winter to appraise something that's selling in a hot market in the summer, chances are it's going to come in light.
Yeah, so let's drill it down. So 1 out of 5 is coming in light. Okay, so 1 out of 5 is coming in light. But as you said, and we said it before the show, Stephanie and I were talking about it, it is seasonal because right now we're sitting here on April 22nd. If people go ahead and put in an offer today and you go out next week, you go ahead and appraise the house, you're using comps from when?
Well, hopefully within the last 90 days, but definitely would like to use most of them within the last 6 months. But you're right on, you're dead on with what you're saying right now, because that's something I wanted to point out, is we're using past sales. Whereas a real estate agent or a buyer is doing forecasting, we're not allowed to do forecasting. You're thinking, wow, hot market, it's going to be a great investment. I'm willing to pay a little bit more because I know it's going to be worth that in the future.
Right.
We are not allowed to talk about the future. We're supposed to report what has happened in the past. So that's where the disconnect is.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of part of it. We're hoping to use stuff in the last 90 days, if possible, though.
So as a lender, when you bring it in, if the purchase price stuff, you sign the deal at $250,000 and Mike brings it in at $240,000, then we have to educate that buyer. And you're going to meet Mike at the home. Take us through that whole thing when you and Mike get together.
Well, yes, I would actually meet Mike at the house. I'd like to meet the appraiser just to try to make sure that they have all the information that I have at least. I want to put a package together with any updates and upgrades to the property. I want to beef it up as much as possible and let them know, every improvement that's been done there. I pull out some comps that I feel would actually support the price that we have.
And Mike, how do you feel about all that? How do you feel about when a realtor meets you at the house? Do you like that?
I'm so glad you asked that question. I used to not like it. I used to not take offense to it, but I used to just, I want to get it done. Now I actually love it. I used to never look at the comps that they gave me. I went through years of never even looking at one.
Nice, thanks,
now
Mike.
I look at them so that if I don't use one, I put it in the addendum. Hey, this was considered but not used because. So that eliminates the step of me having to do a rebuttal. Because if their rebuttals include those sales, hey, look in the addendum. I already addressed it. That's why I didn't use it.
Excellent. So wait, are you telling me as you're getting older, you're maturing and you're open to new and different things?
Yeah,
I love
do.
that
I know,
about you.
isn't that crazy? I'm adapting.
That's good.
Mike, one of the things that we always see that, additional information about the house that maybe you didn't know is, does the house have water access? Is there some easement down the street? Lake privileges, canal privileges. Also, what school district? A lot of the cities now, of course, you could be on the outskirts of any city and have a different school district, and it might even feed into a different high school. And I mean, is there some value to all of that information? Obviously, there is, and you need to know that.
Harvey, that's what we call a dominating characteristic. It is so important. The school district, I mean, especially some of them, doing one tomorrow that is located in West Bloomfield, and it has Pontiac schools, is distinctly different than one with West Bloomfield schools. Another really the biggest discrepancy, I would say, is there's right on the border of Birmingham, there's the southern or the north part of Southfield. You can have Southfield with Birmingham schools or Southfield with Southfield public schools.
Yeah, that was
For whatever
obviously
reason, they love the Birmingham schools, and it's double the value.
right. And you're going to get that across all Southeast Michigan, whether you're in any parts of Macomb, you're going to find the same thing. Hey, if you want to join the conversation, it's great. We have a professional appraiser on, licensed in the state of Michigan. It's 9:23, and if you're just joining us, again, this is a great time to call in. You might have an issue going on with your appraisal. Give us a call, 248-539-9797, live here in the studio. Always great. I always love talking to the appraisers because these are things that I want to find out about, and also some trends that are going on out there. I told Harry when we found out you were going to be calling in, I have been pretty lucky this early spring. Steph, you and I have been lucky on whatever we've worked on, and everyone is sort of at Capital has been pretty lucky. What happened over the winter that might be different in the past few years?
Yeah, Mike, are you still seeing it really hot out there? I mean, give us your observation and your experience, what you've seen in the last, say, 30 to 60 days.
Oh, I mean, hot's an understatement. It's the one, I mean, we're saying marketing times, we put something on the appraisal that says 0 to 90 days. That's not even accurate. It's more like 0 to 10 days. I mean, they're selling so quickly that it's unbelievable. I will also tell you that gives a lot of people false confidence. Hey, it sold so quick. I have, here's the favorite term ever, multiple offers. I cannot tell you how many agents, I'm at 100% clip right now. Agents telling me they got multiple offers and so many above asking price. That has no effect on anything that we do as far as values are concerned. And that kind of, it gets people really excited and confident, and that also leads to letdowns. But yeah,
Mike,
it is a hot market right now.
Mike, the one that you looked for me a couple weeks ago, and I sent you that they want to do their own independent appraisal, which you can't use for the mortgage, but they just wanted to make themselves feel better. Yep. That listing agent was trying to tell me that they had an over asking all cash offer, but they went with our offer or my client's offer because they like the buyers better.
That's dumb.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That could quite possibly be the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I called her flat. I'm like, you're lying now. Now you're just lying.
That's why we're the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show. We just tell the truth.
I'm surprised that Harry didn't get a phone call on that one. I'm like, now you're just flat out lying to me. That's I called her right out. Why would you here? I'm selling whatever widgets, and someone's going to buy 1,000 widgets for more than my cost on them and pay cash. So I'm going to sell to somebody else because I like them better.
So Mike, I'm glad that you're here. We love to bounce things off you. We like to hear your your experience and your observations, but more importantly, you're in these houses every single day. You're running the comps. You're doing the legwork on it, and between you and Stephanie, you guys are out in the weeds on these houses, and you're driving the neighborhoods, you're shopping, you're shopping the market, you're shopping for comps, and between you and Stephanie, you guys have to be on the same page.
Yeah, I really have to.
It helps.
Yeah, I really have to prep my clients more now because even we can sell the properties higher, but it's really going to come down to the appraised value.
Well, and here's the thing too: it's quality of life. It's what's going to make you happy. We're Mike, I told you, we're doing our backyard. I'm not going to get anywhere near what we have into it. It's going to be fun though.
Right. And it's the same thing with the finished basements and the walkout basements that are totally decked out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lifestyle.
Who cares? Don't worry about it.
Stephanie will tell you, those are also selling features too, though. That will help you sell the house quicker. Even if it doesn't give you, some sort of intrinsic value, it will help you sell the house quicker. People will like your house better than somebody else's. So it's not completely a waste.
Correct. I do have questions like that too, where people are like, I mean, doesn't this count for anything? I mean, I put in this and I put in this. I mean, that's got to count for something, right? And even if it's not going to give you like a flat out cost associated with it, yes, it's going to help sell the house.
Hey, Stephanie, and that's great. Since you said that, I will give a quick one on that. You can tell your clients, which I'm sure you already do, you're a pro. But it is the reason that stuff does not count, quote unquote, count for value is simply because it can't be extracted from the market and substantiated by market data, right? Like I can't do a multiple regression analysis and prove a dollar amount of value for an outdoor patio with fireplace and outdoor TV screen, right? There's no way to extract it from the market. So that's the reason you don't actually get value, because it can't be proven and backed up with market data. That's
right, but it definitely increases the amount of traffic and the amount of offers you're going to get because it's a great selling feature.
Correct.
Great stuff.
Michael, it's nice to have you, someone like you on our side. It makes it a little bit easier.
Well, thanks, buddy.
Well, it does. Not even on our side, but, just someone I can call and just...
Well, sometimes he keeps us in line.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Hey,
Thanks,
Mike,
my man.
joining us.
Appreciate you calling, buddy.
All righty.
Yeah, no problem, guys.
I'll see you later, buddy. Bye.
All right, we got tons of calls to get to. Come and join the show. 248-539-9797. We'll be right back.
Isn't it interesting how every realtor claims to be number one? Well, we actually are number one in most homes sold, most listings sold, and highest dollar volume. Hi, I'm Realtor Jeff Glover. I say this not to impress you, but to impress upon you that working with the most proactive real estate team in the state means that we could have a buyer for your home right now. But don't just take it from me.
Hi, I'm Katie Androff.
And I'm Andrew Androff. And, we had our house listed with another realtor. 10 months on the market, no offers.
And, with 2 small children, it was extremely frustrating to get ready for those showings.
But then Jeff Glover came along, and he sold our house within weeks.
And we got the price we wanted.
Homeowners who sell their homes with Jeff get an average 98% of their asking price and sell their homes in an average of 23 days. Call Jeff Glover and Associates today at 855-JEFF-SELLS or online at housesoldname.com. Jeff Glover and Associates are the official real estate team of the Detroit Tigers and proud to support their new foundation, Glover's Hometown Heroes. Realtor Jeff Glover. A house sold name. Jeff Glover is affiliated with Keller Williams Realty.
Hi, I'm Calvin Bourdin, inviting you to Bourdain's Spring Expo, with this year's theme being 70s Flower Power.
Right on, Calvin. You'll find beautiful garden and landscape inspiration, amazing Bourdain-grown plants, and more than 20 free seminars.
Plus, there are some groovy Bourdain Spring Expo specials.
Like all patio furniture 50% off, and on select Weber grills, we'll pay the sales tax.
For the skinny on all the events happening at the Rochester Hills and Grand Blanc locations, click on Bourdains.com.
Hi, I'm Fiona from Bourdain's, inviting you to come celebrate at our Spring Expo with some huge savings.
Bourdain's large bag of potting soil is on super sale. Buy one and get the second one 70% off.
Add all summer color with our fantastic selection of tropicals, now 40% off.
Plus, all fruit trees are now 20% off, and starter perennials are 3 for $10.
Spring Expo savings are available at all Bourdain's. See you in Rochester Hills, Clarkston, Brighton, and the Bourdain Farm in Grand Blanc.
There's savings, and then there's big savings. The kind of savings you can always find at your neighborhood Kroger. With low prices and delicious choices, plus personalized coupons and ClickList to help you shop and save anytime from anywhere. So you get more for less at Kroger.
Tyson boneless chicken breasts are $1.77 a pound. And pure Michigan red tomatoes on the vine are 99 cents a pound with card. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
Every month is Earth Month at Kroger, where you can always find responsibly sourced items. Kroger offers sustainable seafood, fair trade and Rainforest Alliance certified products, eco-friendly choices from our quality brands, and more. And right now, you can save over $60 with digital coupons on environmentally friendly products. Download your coupons today at sustainabilityliveshere.com. The best part? Every purchase helps people and our planet. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
Tweens have mastered the art of tuning out. Jen, there's a spider in the car. We're turning your room into a home gym. See? Nothing. But some messages need to get through. Like making sure they're buckled up the whole ride, every time. Do whatever it takes to make your child listen. Jen, I friended your boyfriend.
Wait, what?
Buckle up, sweetie.
Never give up until they buckle up. Learn more at safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup. A message from the Michigan Office of Highway Safety Planning and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Hi, I'm Doug Manns with Manns Lumber and Millwork. Now's the time to line up your contractor to build that Trex deck you've always wanted. At Manns Lumber, we can help you with that. We have a list of certified Trex installers that'll be happy to give you a quote now, so you'll be first in line to get your new Trex deck installed this spring. Don't wait. Secure your Trex contractor now, and before you know it, your neighbors will all be jealous. Click on to manslumber.com and hire the best Trex contractors in Michigan. That's manslumber.com.
Help Planet Fitness raise money and grant wishes for children with life-threatening medical conditions at the Michigan Make-A-Wish Foundation Walk for Wishes, Saturday, May 6th at the Detroit Zoo from 8 a.m. till noon. Register to walk or donate online at planetwishes.com.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Fubo TV. Tigers fall for the fourth time in a row, losing 6-3, blowing a 3-0 lead in a 6-run twin sixth inning. Justin Verlander walked the first three guys. Eddie Rosario hit a 3-run homer off Tiger reliever Joe Jimenez. Matt Boyd today. Tigers and Twins right here on 97.1 The Ticket. First pitch at 2:10. Michigan State defenseman Austin Robertson charged of third-degree sexual conduct. He's been dismissed from the team. The investigation continues into three other Michigan State football players following a January incident as part of the sexual assault investigation. NBA playoffs. The Bulls fall to the Celtics. Final score 104-87. Rajon Rondo out. He has a banged-up finger. Russell Westbrook a triple-double. It was Houston getting nipped by Oklahoma City 115-113. Houston still leads at 2-1. Washington Capitals 2-1 victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs. They lead at 3-2. And in the other Stanley Cup playoff game, the Bruins outlast the Senators in double overtime 3-2. That game in Ottawa. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 97.1 theticket.com.
We never miss the Extra Point. 97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back. It's 9:33. If you're just joining us, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call, Capital, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. You can always send us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. And, of course, we take your calls here live in the studio at 248-539-9797. We got some calls heating up here.
It's been a rough year for my Spartans.
Yeah, just forget about that.
Jeez,
Hey, look, it's an intense home buying hunting season out there, and you got to get that approval letter. Again, there's a lot of younger buyers out there. Find out where you stand in the home buying world. Again, we can talk to you all about all the different mortgage programs, and that's the key. Find out what mortgage program fits your needs. You're going to save a ton of money. Be sure to call Capital Mortgage.
And listen, we have the experience, we have the knowledge, we have all the programs, we have the resources at our fingertips. If we don't know something, we'll find it out for you. We're not perfect.
We have me.
But we have you, we have Stephanie, we have Harvey, and about 97 other people. So it's all good.
Yeah, we got caller Keith on the line. He's got a question about a mortgage. Hey, Keith, thanks for staying on the line. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Morning, sir.
Hi, Keith.
Question for you. So, I applied for a home equity line of credit with Chase. Long story short, financially, I was informed, everything checked out. I provided 2 years of tax returns and W-2s. The income was there. The equity in the home was there. The amount I wanted to borrow was okay. The appraisal checked out. Everything was fine, okay? However, I got declined. They declined to fund the loan.
What was the reason?
And honestly, please don't ask that question. I'll go ballistic.
By law, they have
to disclose
by
it to you.
law, they have to give you a reason for a declination.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's telling me by law they have to tell you the reason. Here's what I get. Well, you didn't pass our risk analysis. Okay, well, what portion of the risk analysis?
Keith,
Well, you just didn't pass the risk analysis.
Hey, Keith, if we can wipe away all that bad news, let's talk about you. You need some money. You need a home. You are looking to get a home equity loan. What do you owe on your first mortgage now?
Well, first of all, I don't need some money. What I'd like to do is I'd like to finish the basement. Okay. That's all I wanted to do with the house.
Well, you
So-
need some funds to do that.
You do need some money to finish the basement.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, you made me sound desperate. I don't need the money.
But of course,
I'd like to use the money.
Right. You're gonna use it for a cash out.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the deal. So the primary balance on the loan is 4.2 interest rate on a 30-year fix. The balance is at about $280. The value of the home, they went with the appraised value that was on the insurance policy, which was at $450. Fine. I think if you go by Zillow or anybody else, and which I don't know, you can't trust that. I think
agree.
It's going in the fives, right? So
Yeah. I got great news for you. I mean, it sounds like if you qualify, you're going to be able to pull some equity out of your house. You definitely have equity in your house where you can redo your mortgage, and the interest rates
my
are.
point.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just, from your experience, right? So here's the thing. They said, oh, well, it could have been the fraud. There's a fraud. So, of course, I call the Social Security office, make sure no one's living a double life.
What fraud? Hold, time out. What fraud?
Yeah, are they saying something came up on your credit report?
I've never defaulted on anything.
Well, let us check it out for you. Why don't we get to the bottom of it? We'll take a look at it, and we can ascertain what the situation is. But they never send an appraiser out to your house?
I don't know.
No, you have to know that. They got to come in the house.
Was there a stranger in your house taking pictures and drawing things?
Hold on a second, guys. Come on. Don't make me sound like I'm an idiot. There was no stranger inside the house.
No, but you said no. You said you didn't know if anyone was in your house.
How do you not know that?
What do you mean? How do I not? My wife's home all the time. I would know that someone's inside the house.
Hang up.
So they know. No one came to your house to do an appraisal.
No, that's why I think.
I mean, you sound like a really level-headed guy. I can't believe they decline your loan.
Yeah, why would they decline your loan?
I don't know. Thank you. That's the question I'm asking.
Well,
Keith,
I don't know. I'm not Chase. This is Capital Mortgage.
We are gonna
exactly.
We're gonna make your life easy, Keith.
Huh?
Keith, we appreciate your call. We're going to make your life hopefully a little better. I'm going to call you after the show personally.
I'm sure you guys get along great.
Yeah. Well, let me go through it all with you and find out what's going on here. We'll definitely give you a follow-up call. And we thank your call. If anyone else is having trouble...
Dude, was that a bad question? Was the house appraised?
No,
I don't know.
Because
the answer's no then, dude.
Yeah, well, here, let's slow down.
Well, he's mad at someone,
Let's take a 30-second
so we'll
timeout. So, yeah, I can understand why he's all aggravated, but here's the process. The process is when you apply for a loan, most of the time, somebody has to come in the house and do an appraisal. So when we ask the question, did somebody come in the house? The answer can't be, I don't know. Okay.
Well, and obviously in the past, Terry, there were some of the institutions that were doing just drive-bys on home equity loans. You know what happened there? 2007,
right,
if you don't remember,
that.
They overappraised many of the homes. Many of these families walked on them.
But not in today's day and age.
No.
So we're in the here and now, and the process is we have an appraiser knock on the door. First of all, they call and they schedule the appraisal. They do a formal appraisal. You just heard Mike Tomchek. He's one of our appraisers. And he makes the appointment. He walks around. He pulls the comps, given to him by... If it's a purchase, Stephanie. If it's a refinance, he goes to the MLS, pulls the comps, and he checks it out. So it's tough for us, as experienced as we are, to sit here and wonder why he didn't get approved. There can only be a series of steps that we go through, and it sounds like to me, if everything checks out, why wouldn't you want to lend this guy money?
Right.
And that bottom line is, that's what he's asking.
This is why
we can check it out.
This is why you can't get a mortgage through an app. And Capital Mortgage Funding, we have our own app. I don't use it, but this is why you can't do it.
Right.
Is an app going to tell you? This poor dude, all he wants to do is finish his basement.
Right. Yeah. He wants to talk to a real human
exactly.
being. And being that's what we do, and we like relationships, and we'll get to the bottom of it. We can answer those questions because that's just what we do.
That's why you can't get a mortgage on Tinder.
You can't do that kind of stuff. Hey, we've got open lines, 248-539-9797. I'm Harvey Freed, Harry Glanz, Alex Nafusi from Capital Mortgage Funding, Stephanie Janica from Keller Williams out in the Novi office. Always great to have you, Steph. Steph, we were talking about some of the other things going on this spring and heading into the summer, and I call it the same season because it's definitely home buying season. What other challenges have popped up recently if you're on the marketplace? Have you noticed when you're working with buyers, when you're out there, you got someone in the car, the price range, the amenities they're looking for, you've got their needs list, you've got it all nailed down. What other challenges are we finding? Are there any new challenges out there?
I wouldn't necessarily say new. It is cyclical, kind of comes with the time of year. Right now, it's timing with everything. This market is moving so incredibly fast. Like Harry was saying before, I mean, properties are flying off the market in 1 to 7 days. That's typical right now, and with multiple offers. So I know when I'm working with a buyer and we're looking around for houses, I know what they're looking for. They know what they're looking for. It's just a matter of finding it. So when that property pops up, again, you don't have time to go get your pre-approval letter. You need to be out there in a matter of a couple of hours.
Right, and we talk about the motivation of the seller so often. That becomes the issue for the seller then. And they get multiple offers. Now, where are they going to move? They have to be aggressively already looking for homes. So if you do want to sell your house and you're going to be living in the region, you definitely are sort of, as soon as you list your house in today's market, especially if it's a house and you know that the time of the market is very short, you're already out there looking for your next property.
It just takes a little extra planning. I mean, I know we've got 3 pending transactions right now, and 2 of those with you, Harvey, are contingent on other properties selling. So we're just timing those 2 together. We're going to basically close on the same day for both properties. So it's all coming together, but it just takes a little bit more planning ahead of time and letting your client know what's going to happen throughout the process, and just setting those expectations properly.
Right. So right now, Stephanie, your organization, the National Association of Realtors, said that in March, 48% of homes sold in March were on the market for less than 1 month.
I could believe it. A month at this point, I'm like, ooh, what's wrong with it?
That's unbelievable.
All right.
That's really unbelievable.
We have to go to a quick break. When we come back, all your calls, 248-539-9797.
The sub above difference is zero. Sure, zero gets a bad rap, but at Jersey Mike's, we're pretty proud to have zero antibiotics in our turkey because sometimes zero is number one. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Feeding your lawn every year and still not satisfied? That's because you're doing half the job. You must feed your soil too with Jonathan Green's new American Lawn Plan. Your soil is loaded with nutrients, but many never reach the grass because your soil chemistry and biology are not active. This includes nutrients from your lawn fertilizer too. Jonathan Green's new American Lawn Plan corrects the problem with 2 soil reviving fertilizers, Magical and Love Your Soil. Magical adjusts soil chemistry by balancing the pH, while Love Your Soil repairs soil biology by loosening hard soil and activating soil microbes. When both are in sync, lawn foods are completely absorbed by the grass and roots grow much deeper. Do the whole job. Feed your lawn and your soil with Jonathan Green's New American Lawn and get the great lawn you've always wanted. Visit newamericanlawn.com to find your local Jonathan Green retailer. That's newamericanlawn.com.
This is Thad Zott with Zott M59 Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram and DealsInTheD.com. It is April, and you know what time it is.
I'm Rod Allen, and I'm here to tell you it's time for baseball in the D.
That's right, Rod. But it's also time for deals in the D, baby.
Then show them the deal.
During our spring clearance event, you can lease a new Jeep Compass or Patriot for just $129 a month.
$129?
That's right.
Or how about a new Dodge Journey or Grand Caravan for just $179 a month?
That's country strong.
Lease a new Jeep Grand Cherokee for $249 a month.
A Grand Cherokee for $249 a month?
For sure. Or you can lease a 2017 Ram Crew Cab 4x4 loaded up for just $169 a month.
Those deals are a home run.
Not done. Lease a 2017 4-door Wrangler Sport with automatic and AC for just $259 a month with over 140 to choose from.
DealsInTheD.com.
Get there.
See dealer for details.
Bill, at WOW, we do things differently. If you say thank you, you're expressing gratitude. Try it.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What?
You're welcome is what you say if someone says thank you.
You're welcome.
I wasn't thanking you just yet.
Oh, sorry.
Great, you've got sorry down.
Get nicer than nice customer service and WOW Internet and TV starting at $59.99 a month. Limited time only. Get started at wowway.com. Wow, that's better. Offer for the first 12 months with a 2-year agreement for new customers and is subject to change. Certain restrictions apply. Visit wowway.com for service descriptions, terms, and conditions.
If there's one thing the pros at Advance Auto know, it's parts.
Advance Auto Part and Battery, this is Scott.
Hey, Scott, my car needs an oil change. It's got like 86,000 miles on it.
We've got a special on Pennzoil high mileage.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's made specifically for vehicles with high mileage.
Oh, good.
It'll help prevent leaks.
You really know your stuff. Why were unicycles invented?
Advance Auto Parts. We know everything about auto parts. Now get 5 quarts of Pennzoil high mileage motor oil and a Purelator 1 filter for just $19.99 after $5 mail-in rebate. See store for details. Also at participating CarQuest stores.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. To sell your home on time for the most money, you need a sharp agent with a marketing strategy that creates the most demand. Bottom line, you need a partner willing to put their own money on the line for you. In Metro Detroit, I would hire Mark Z. His marketing creates so much demand that if your home doesn't sell at a price and deadline you agree to, Mark will buy it. Partner with the agent I trust. Go online or call and get your home sold.
We simply give you the best places to play golf in the state of Michigan. This is our 21st year. We're going to give them you at the best deals anywhere at LessonOnGolf.com. That's Lesson on Golf, Saturday, 7 a.m., 97.1, The Ticket.
All season long, Detroit Tigers manager Brad Ausmus will go around the diamond with Jamie and Stoney. Mornings on 97.1, The Ticket.
Welcome Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call at Capital 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker to save a ton of money and get that real approval letter. That's what the real estate agents in Southeast Michigan want to say. Capital Mortgage Funding at the top of that. That means you're going to be closing in 30 days and everything will go smooth for all parties. That's the key. And again, we have open lines here in the studio, 248-539-9797. We'll get to those calls quickly here. Let's move off to Steve first. In Highland, you've got a question about a refinance. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I have to get a new septic in my system, so I'm looking at all options to try and refinance and take money if I can at different loan options, and I didn't know what kind of options you guys might have or can point me in the right direction.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty simple process, Steve. Looking to take some cash out, it sounds like?
Well, I don't know. My house, I've talked to you guys before, and I've dealt with Harvey, and back a few years ago, but
did you like it?
My house was underwater. I don't know if it still is or not now. And so I was looking in different types of loans, and I didn't know if there was anything that was. I don't know if I can do a home equity, if I'm allowed to do that or not, with the house value the way it is or not.
It's really going to hinge on the appraisal.
That's okay. That's what I was wondering.
We do have some new products out there where you can actually. It's a home renovation loan where it's I don't want to get too detail oriented about it, but you can take cash out of the house to improve the property as long as the value is going to be there once the work's done. So, for example, if you wanted to, redo a kitchen or add a bathroom, as long as the home's worth X when the work's complete, we can go that route.
Yeah, Steve, I think at this point I was going to say, excuse me, I was just going to say maybe we should get a strategy of calling the local real estate agents and seeing what homes have sold in the neighborhood recently. I'd like to get a little bit narrower idea of what the house could be worth, and then we could really discuss some programs.
Yeah, you could get a really easy.
That was the thing I was worried about, too, is because the septic's not going to add a whole lot of value to the house once it's done.
That's true.
Well, and before diving into that and paying for an appraisal, I mean, I could go ahead and pull comps for you and just give you an idea of what where you.
I tried to get someone to do that, and I never heard back from people. So I would be great if I could get pointed in the right direction on where to get started.
We'll take care of it for you
today and help you out.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. We'll definitely get you hooked up. Steph will get your information about your house, and we'll try to narrow it down and see what's been selling for in your neighborhood.
I'm sorry to interrupt. He brings up a good point.
Steve, thanks. Welcome to the show, buddy.
If you're sitting out there and you're feeling like, a couple of years ago I had my house on the market and it was, I couldn't get what I was asking for, or I tried to do a refinance and I was underwater at the time, check it out again. You would be amazed how much values have come up in the last couple of years.
Right, Steph. With all the increase in values over the last, handful of years, families that even had to get FHA loans in the past now might want to take a look at a conventional loan, removing the MIP, or even families that had traditional PMI on conventional loans, they may be able to refinance, get a similar interest rate, and remove that PMI. So lots of opportunities out there in the refinance world. Let's continue the calls here. We've got Todd out there in Sterling Heights. Hey, Todd, thanks for staying on the line. Go ahead, sir.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Good. How are you, sir?
Morning, Todd.
Good. We owe about $230 on our home, and we want to drop the PMI, and we've been looking at what some houses are appraising for, and they vary wildly. Now, how do I know that? Am I just going to be wasting money if I pay an appraiser to come out and do an appraisal and we don't hit that threshold to drop the PMI?
No, not necessarily at all.
Do I just have the appraisal, hanging out all over Sterling Heights, or what's the process?
Todd, so are you on FHA right now or conventional?
Are you serious? What are you talking about?
What
was that?
I might have let him go. All right, we're going to let that call go. And
let's talk. Wait. Before we go, let's go. I don't know what happened there, but hey, Todd, your house has to appraise between.
I didn't hang up on him.
No, I understand.
Neither did these guys. I think.
But what I'm saying is, it has to appraise between $290 and $300. And the way we would do it is we would do some homework. We'd probably get Stephanie involved. We'd check it out, and we'll see if it can come in. We don't want anybody to waste their money. It's about saving money, not wasting.
Well, here's
money.
the thing. You can get a rough idea what the house is worth, and we can go up to 95% loan to value. And cover the PMI for you. So, and that's where I was going with that, where I was saying you an FHA or conventional. If he's got good credit, just someone put him on the wrong program because he only had 5 or 10% down, we can get rid of that PMI pretty easily.
Right, a couple options out there. Even if you don't quite have 20% equity, to remove the old-fashioned traditional PMI, maybe it's better for you to go ahead and take a look at maybe a lender-paid PMI program. Let's keep the calls rolling here. We got Lyle out there in Brighton. Good morning, Lyle. Welcome to our show.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on.
No worries, Lyle. Good morning.
I'm actually calling on behalf of my dad. I'll keep a long story short. For years, he's been trying to refinance, but he's self-employed, and he couldn't show the income to do a refinance. So he finally, business was well, and he finally was able to get approved for a refinance. He's at 8.5%. So we go through the whole mortgage process. I actually work at a bank, so I use my own institution. Passes the appraisal. He wants to take $20,000 out. Everything is good up until the very end, when apparently the house is listed as a non-conforming property because it's considered light industrial, because it's an old farmhouse. And the bank said, we're not touching that. And I just don't know if you guys have an idea or if
Old
you can
farmhouse.
do a refinance on a non-conforming loan.
How is it? How is it zoned?
It's zoned light industrial because apparently what happened was 50 years ago when it was a farm, they sectioned off the property. And in the back of the property, it's like an industrial building. And in the front, where the house is, which is on our property, there's like a barn and a couple outbuildings. But they said because the house is so close to the road that they can't refinance because of they can't rebuild on it. Something I don't know. Their only advice was to go to the township, pay like $7,000, and have it go to a vote to rezone it.
Question for it is there an existing mortgage on it right now?
8%.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, but is it a conventional mortgage right now? When was the last time he did it? So did he do it back in the mid-90s? And, that's when the rates last were 8%.
Yes, he refinanced a long time ago, and like I said, he kept trying to do it, but since he's self-employed, he couldn't ever prove the income.
So I'd like to take a look. Who's servicing that loan now? Who does he make the payments to?
It's through Aquin, but I think it got sold to Chase, which is my employer, but I'm not 100% sure. All I know is that Chase Bank won't do it, and my mortgage officer told me he doesn't know of a single person that will do this type of loan.
Well, we can certainly check it out for you. I'm not saying we can do it. We'd have to check it out. But that is, zoning is very, very important. If it's zoned light industrial, we're trying to do a residential transaction on light industrial property. So those are the reasons why.
Because he's like, this is my home. I live here. I grew up in this house. He's like, I don't understand why it's zoned this way. And when he did the mortgage, 15, 20 years ago, he didn't know.
Right.
No one told him that.
But Lyle, look, I could live in a warehouse, okay, and doesn't mean somebody's going to do a mortgage on it. So, So let us check it out for you. We're going to need some documentation. You're going to need to send us. I want to see, I want to talk to the servicer. I want to see his refinance paperwork that he did in the mid-90s. I just want to check some things out if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine, because we tried going through Aquin, and they won't refinance either, even though they own the loan.
They've got other trouble at Aquin right now, but we're gonna follow up with you, and who knows, maybe a commercial loan would fit in for this situation. So there might be something we can help you with. Let us go ahead and take a look. We'll get back with you. Of course, if we could save you some money on a residential loan, that would be the best bet.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate the call.
Yeah, that's an interesting call, because guess what? There are those circumstances out there. People are living in property that are light industrial.
Well, I was going to say, so just north of the Holiday Market in Royal Oak. There's one of my buddies did a whole bunch of cool stuff down there with some of those old buildings. But it's zoned commercial. So yes, like you said, you live in a warehouse, and yes, don't get me wrong, it's super cool and it's all industrial and it's neat and all that, and you can
high ceilings,
high ceilings. You can we can play catch, in the back room. But it's still, you're living in, like Harry said, a warehouse.
Yeah.
I'm like, obviously you had to rent them now.
Steph, you got some homes that aren't looking like warehouses, some really great listings if you wanted to throw them out there. We're getting up to the end of the show.
Absolutely. If you're out there scraping properties up, trying to find some houses on the market, we've got some coming soon properties that will be on the market here very soon. Nice property out in Fenton. We've got a 1 acre property there. A couple different ones coming on in Howell. Nice property in Valley Brook and Brighton coming on the market. Another one in Sterling Heights. We've got some open houses that are going on this weekend, so go check it out. We've got one today happening Saturday. That's today from 12 to 2 o'clock. It's at 4223 Mankato Avenue in Royal Oak. Royal Oak is super hot right now.
That's a winner, right?
So check that out. That's today from 12 to 2. Got another one, 2 more tomorrow in West Bloomfield, 1 to 3 on Sunday, and a hot property in Southfield, Sunday from 1 to 3. So if you guys want some information on open houses or the coming soon listings, give me a call at 888-98-HOMES or check us out at janigagroup.com.
Yeah, and any other agents out there that do business with us, or if you want to get us to start do some business with us, we're going to start putting a list together of these, so that way all the open houses in the area of these hot homes, you'll be able to go to one site and check them all out. And that music says, Steph, we're up against the end of the show here. I want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Also in Berkeley today, the Berkeley teachers are giving backyard work, etc., beautifying Berkeley. Berkeley, one of our favorite cities. Go Bears.
All right, I've got a couple of other quick things. If you haven't done your taxes yet, it was due on the 18th.
What do you mean you haven't done your taxes?
Yeah, if you haven't done them yet, get those done. If you want to use the 2016 income, you got to get those tax returns done. Alex, if you have anything else to add.
I love you.
All right, we got Kyle Bogey, Pat Caputo coming up with sports. Keep it here on 97.1 The Ticket. See.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
It's springtime, and Ray Wiegand's Nursery invites you to our Spring Garden Show this Saturday and Sunday. Ray Wiegand's Nursery experts can help you create the best gardens and landscapes for your home. Attend creative workshops and informative seminars that will help you enhance your gardening experience. Visit our website at WiegandsNursery.com for a complete list of workshops and seminars like Gardening for Serenity, How to Garden with Comfort and Ease, and Gardening for Pollinators, plus much more. Also, during this weekend's Spring Garden Show at Ray Wiegand's Nursery, save big. All trees and shrubs are all 20% off. Selected perennials are all 25% off. And all patio furniture now all 35% off. Plus, check out WiegandsNursery.com for many more garden show specials. You'll find your inspiration this weekend at Ray Wiegand's Nursery in Macomb Township on Romeo Plank Road, a mile and a half north